Dear President Zelensky, dear Vladimir, Chairman of Verkhovna Rada, Prime Minister Plenković, President Nauseda, dear Ukrainians and friends of Ukraine, it's an honor to address you in person at the fourth Crimea Platform Summit here in Kiev. Russia's aggression against Ukraine started in 2014 in Crimea, and unfortunately it continues today. Russia will not stop unless it is stopped and it's forced to run out of its aggressive options. The brave Ukrainian struggle is an inspiration for the entire world. Latvian people remember what it means to live under the evil of Moscow's occupation. This is why we see our mirror of ourselves in Ukraine and in Ukrainians. We see our hopes, our values, and our love for freedom, and the will to resist. Russia must withdraw all its troops and equipment in Ukraine, the same as Russia did in August of 1994, 30 years ago, when the last Russian soldier left the territory of Latvia. Dear ladies and gentlemen, Russia's illegal annexation of Crimea has brought only suffering and misery to the people of Crimea. It started by the fake referendum organized by Russia and in the presence of Russia's military. Russia continues its massive human rights violations in Crimea, and such as forcible transfers of people, forced passportization, suppressing Ukrainian national identity and culture, including even at schools, putting people in jail just for exercising their freedom of expression, violating the rights of minorities, including Crimean Tatars, brainwashing people with propaganda. It all reminds me of 50 years of Soviet occupation of Latvia and the suffering of my Latvian people. Dear summit participants, Latvians are together with Ukrainians who are on the front lines fighting for their country. In October, Latvia will host the third parliamentary summit of the International Crimea Platform in Riga. We have invited the speakers of all platform participating countries to attend the summit. We will continue to consolidate the policy of non-recognition of the attempted annexation of Crimea. We will continue to strengthen the efficiency of sanctions, avoiding circumvention. Our people, public, private and non-governmental sectors continue to help Ukraine as much as possible. We will also continue to provide long-term and predictable military support of 0.25% of our GDP to Ukraine. We will deliver our third military package asked by Ukraine with military equipment in this year. Latvia also contributes to Ukraine's electricity production. We know how it is when it's cold and freezing, because we as well live in a cold country. The most recent assistance is solar panels and equipment to 500 households in Chernihiv region. As a member state of EU and NATO, Latvia will continue to support you on the irreversible path of Ukraine joining NATO and EU. We just see you there. We strongly believe that Ukraine's future lies in just peace, security, and prosperity among other allies and partners in the Euro-Atlantic community. Slava Ukraini!
Thank you, Madam Prime Minister.